salad with your fly? Today we're talking the LUMIX Leica 12 to 60mm f2.8 to 4. This is a micro four thirds lens for micro four thirds cameras such as the GH5, which is the micro four thirds camera that I have. You could consider this a follow-up video to my LUMIX 12 to 60mm f3.5 to 5.6 video that I made a few years ago. If you're at all interested in either of these two lenses, I would strongly recommend that video. I discuss a lot about low light capabilities, my opinions, how my technical choices drive my artistic decisions, or more specifically how my technical choices can have an effect on my artistic decisions and the way that I choose to represent or take my photos, stuff like that. It's a cool video in my opinion, and it's doing quite well on my channel, so if you haven't seen it yet, I do recommend it. The LUMIX GH5 is the first camera, or the first dedicated camera that I ever got. I bought it in around 2018, 2019, and having bought it, the act of buying it and using it pretty much every day of my life up until I got my full frame camera had a significant impact on my life, and I find that it is always a pleasure to take photos with. Like mentioned, have moved on to full frame, and I use my GH5 whenever I come back to Cape Town because this is where I keep it. Having said that, because I shoot full frame a lot, I could get rid of my GH5 because in my opinion full frame is superior. But the lens we're discussing today, the LUMIX Leica 12 to 60 f 2.8 to 4, is the reason that I haven't yet sold my GH5. Before we move on, if you'd like to see a video that helped me decide purchasing my GH5 back in the day, I've put that video up as well. It's also quite an interesting one. Feel free to check it out after this video. But to get to the point and cut straight to the chase, the LUMIX Leica 12 to 60 is a superb lens. Folks, if you're enjoying this video, I invite you to smash the like button. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please do subscribe. In particular, I am drawn to the color density that I can achieve with this lens straight from camera, as well as the micro contrast, just everything about the images that I can get with this lens just remind me of the superiority of a LUMIX Leica versus a LUMIX lens. Now, is the LUMIX 12 to 60 f3.5 to 5.6 a bad lens? Not at all, not in the slightest, and I'm very happy that I spent a few years taking photos with that lens. But I have seen some opinions online that state that there isn't too much of a difference between the LUMIX Leica 12 to 60 and the LUMIX 12 to 60, and I can confidently say that I disagree with that. It would almost be night and day for me. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you photos that I've taken, probably put some video in there as well that I've captured with the LUMIX Leica 12 to 60 f2.8 to 4. What I'll also do is I'm going to show you, let's just put it now on the screen, I'm going to put some photos that I've taken recently in my garden, and I'm going to put the raw image straight from camera, and then I'm going to show you my edits. And I want to highlight the quality of the photo that you can get straight out of camera, and this is a raw image, and I'm talking in terms of color density as mentioned, and the beautiful, I wouldn't call it organic contrast, there's something more to it than that, but superb image quality, superb photography that you can accomplish with this lens. A lot of the photos that you will be seeing are photos from my garden because, as mentioned, I now shoot with a full frame camera. So when I'm here with my micro four thirds camera, it's predominantly when I'm relaxing in my garden. I spend almost every morning that I'm here in Cape Town in my garden. So the type of photos that you'll be seeing here is just me documenting the progression of my garden. It's got nothing to do with my professional portfolio, and you might also notice that the style changes from photo to photo because these were taken over the course of a few years. So my style is due to change, my skills are bound to progress, and that is pretty much what my channel and my Instagram are all about. It's all a narrative of progress, and nothing's meant to just stay static in terms of style and stuff like that. So there'll be a bit of, I don't know if the word is eclectic, but there'll be a large array of the types of photos even within the garden itself. The types of photos that I take with my LUMIX Leica now are the types of photos that I would say are more for the soul. They're, for me, the type of photos that I'm just taking when I'm out in my pajamas. What you might note in some of my photos, or a lot of my photos, is that I've got my own little hack that I discovered back in around 2020, I think it was, where I really enjoy taking photos with this lens zoomed all the way in to 60 millimeters, and I get really close to my subject. The minimal focus distance of this lens makes it, I would almost argue that this is a macro lens. So when you zoom right in there and get close, the shallow depth of field that you can achieve, especially when you've got a darker background, is just gorgeous. And I'm a sucker for photographs like that when it comes to my garden. And then also at the wide end, this is equivalent to a 24mm focal length when you compare it to a full frame equivalent. And that is a very comfortable focal length to take, not necessarily the widest of photos, but it's wide enough and, as I mentioned, comfortable. So the range that you get with this, considering the size and the weight of this lens, I think is an incredible all-in-one package. I bought my lens second-hand, so pre-owned. I paid the equivalent of between 370 and 400 pounds, depending on the exact time that I got it. I can't remember, but roughly that much. Mine was in pretty much brand new condition, so I got a pretty good deal. And I don't know what they go for online now pre-owned, but if you can find a reputable seller that sells these pre-owned and well looked after, and you're interested in a decent focal range for your micro four thirds system, this could be a very good option for you. If you don't have the budget for a LUMIX Leica, as I mentioned, I've got a full-on video on the LUMIX 12-60, and it is a video that I could strongly recommend in terms of my general photography philosophies, my artistic philosophies, low light capabilities, and the types of challenges and how that can be really good for you, especially if you're someone who's kind of new to photography, is learning photography. Shooting micro four thirds provides challenges that are only going to help you improve on your technical photographic abilities. Folks, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the photos. I hope you enjoyed some of the videos that I captured with this. I hope that instead of going on about the technical aspects of this lens, that maybe the photography and the videos and the beautiful edits might have been able to help you get a better understanding of what is achievable with this lens. And I'm slowly starting to speak a little bit less about technical things, because I honestly don't care about these things, about lenses and cameras to a large extent. I'm just happy to stick a lens onto the camera and see what we can do with it, and see how we can push this lens's capabilities in terms of the surroundings around us, our environment. And if it's not working, what is it about it that's not working, and how can we work around it to get the lighting in our situation to work for the capabilities of our lenses and our cameras and the film and whatever it is that we're shooting with. And let's leave it at that. I'm being a blabbermouth now. I hope the photos were motivating. I hope that you enjoyed whatever video I shared with you with regard to the lens. And if you have any questions, link them below or comment them below. And if you're at all interested, feel free to check out my zines. They are affordable, and once you pay for them, you receive them immediately. That's linked below. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.